ファウグン、お前の力を借りようとお前の奴隷になるとは思うなよ。
栄光の竜よ、我々に勝利をもたらすあなたに感謝を。
Hello people and welcome back to News Review. In this video, the main thing I'll be going over is the new black gold card along with the other new cards coming in the upcoming week. If you are a new or returning player, I do recommend you checking my new player guide. It'll help you better understand what I'm saying in the video. I won't bore you by presenting every single thing in the full news, so open up the patch notes, link in the description if you want to follow along, and let's get right into it. Some events from previous weeks are still going, so be sure to watch my previous videos if you want info on those. Additionally, I'm trying a new thing where I buy a guild stage for every 10 subscribers I hit, which will give you a diamond if it's your first time clearing it. The next milestone will be at 370 subscribers, so subscribe and also join the guild. A code in the description if you want to participate in that. Alright, let's get right into the new content, starting off with the new black gold card, Novalis and Ursula. Despite what the name suggests, this is a singular card. As usual, they will be guaranteed every 40 draws, equivalent to 200 diamonds in their own seal. And also the 30 plus 30 diamonds deal, which this is where you purchase diamonds with real money, will also be coming back if you want to indulge in that. With that out of the way, let's get into the skills of the actual card. A word of warning though, this is the most amount of text I've ever seen associated with a single card, so please be prepared. Starting off leader skill, this is a dark dragon card by the way. We have team attack times 10, AP times 1.8. That's not really that much on base, but there's dragon attack times 2 additionally and HP times 2.8 additionally. That is quite significant. By dissolving a group of 5 more runestones, dragon attack times 1.8 additionally. For every 2 dragon runes dissolved, team attack increases to the max times 2.5 for 20 runestones dissolved. Compound plus 1 to the max plus 10 for 20 runestones dissolved. 10% of dragon attack damage dealt to enemies will be converted to HP recovery to the max 50% of your HP until team HP is full. So on both sides, you'll be able to convert 20% of your attack damage into the full 100% of your HP. Moving on to the team skill, this is going to be 4 slides long because of just different components. First off, we have the set of team skills that are activated when the card is a leader. Extend rune's movement time regardlessly by 5 seconds. All runestones have the effect of water and dark runestones. Sticky, smog, and black holes will be nullified at the beginning of the stage and at the end of each round. Modify the columns below dragons to become dragon runestones. Turn the runestones touch while moving into enchanted runestones. By dissolving water and dark runestones off leader attacks, eclipse the enemies for 1 round to inactivate them. Damage will get regardless of puzzle shield and fixed combo shield. The more the HP is deducted cumulatively, the higher team attack increases additionally, so the max times 5 for 800,000 HP deducted. Alright, that is when this card is a leader. When this card is a member, Novalis and Ursula will enter the Demented mode when either you defeat 3 or more enemies at once, the enemy has black and white zone, or there is a Faugn in the team. I don't know how to pronounce this. This is a new card that I'll cover later in the video, a new nightmare card. Demented will end and the enemy count will reset upon defeat. When this card is in Demented mode, attack times 2.5 at the end of each round, 10% of your current HP will be deducted. If there are only dragons in the team, then the cards, 10% of the card's attack damage dealt to enemies will be converted to HP recovery to the max 50% of total HP until team HP is full. So you'll get like an insane HP recovery just by having this card in your team, really, if like you're doing enough damage, which you probably are with just, you know, how the modern ecosystem is with damage. Then we have the set of team skills that are activated when the card is leader and the ally, so the same card as leader and ally. Also the attribute of the ally into water, the effect of water and dark runestones increases by 150%. Craft apparatus will not be cleared or disabled. When boss skill disable craft apparatus is in play, deplete 100% of the enemy's HP. Acquire reflections of desire ability. Dragon skill CD -8 for 1 round, absorb all attack damage and damage received from boss skills. So this is super damage reduction. Launch a dark counterattack as much as 10,000 times the absorbed attack to all enemies regardless of defense and enchanted runestone shield. Dragon attack basic value will lower to 0, add 2.5 times the deducted value into the leader, and the leader launches 5 extra attributive attacks, 1 attribute each, and 1 non-attributive attack as well. This ability can be activated and it costs 1 activation of your Draconic, so you can activate it 2 times basically in a stage. Lastly, when Faugn is in the team, when Novalis and Ursula and Faugn are in the team, HP and attack times 1.5 and CD -7 after entering a stage for both of these cards. I'll take a moment here to pause for your brain to catch up, but let's jump right into the active skills. This card has 2 essay length actives, the first one being CD6, enter Demented mode, tap runestones on the magic circle of elements to modify that type of runestones to become protected runestones. Remove all the other runestones, generate enchanted dragon runestones. For 1 round, the character's attack will be altered into that attribute. If hard is tapped, it will be non-attributed instead. The character's attack times 6, and dragons ignore equal combo shield and specific damage reducing resistance. For the second active, it is CD7, restored cracked positions below dragons, change the state of dragons from fatigue, hypnotized, and windswept into hyper, ignoring hypnosis and windswept states. Dragons enter a state in hyper state for 2 rounds. End the demented state of Novalis and Ursula. The current HP becomes 100% of total HP, and for 1 round you get super damage reduction as well. Lastly, we have bond skills, which are kind of important for once for the new Dagon, which is unreleased as of right now. When you use this character's character runestone, you ignore burning, and by dual maxing Faugn, by using this character's character runestone, the character ignores initial shield. Once again, we will have the associated dragonware. This is a dragon exclusive dragonware, and it's actually not that special in terms of dragonware skills. And the useful thing here would be the character's active skill CD -2 after entering a stage, which is sort of special, but that, in my opinion, that tends to matter more for like speed clears. And there's already a lot of CD reduction associated with the card's leader and team skills, or team skills, I forget. It probably is just team skill. It doesn't do anything for HP either, which is what most dragonware you want to do nowadays. It only gives attack base times 1.05 if the character is a dragon, which is fine, but you know, no HP there. I mean, apart from the base HP that this will probably give, which probably will be like 10%, 10%, 10% if they're being consistent with the other black gold dragonwares. Next up, moving on from that black gold that took up over 10 slides, we have a new nightmare card, Faugn, who is basically a must include for Novalis and Ursula. This is a dark dragon card as well. CD6, ignore death damage, explode all runestones, generate enchanted dragon, dark, and water of fixed numbers and fixed positions. If there is Novalis and Ursula in the team, you remove the board instead. For 2 rounds, you blast the enemy with 100 mil damage before attacks and damage, and dragons ignore initial shield and get a ×3 attack boost additionally. This is the second ever dragon to ignore death damage after the fire dragon Tang B from Era of Novelty a little bit ago. Dragons are actually also lacking in the initial shield department, but this actually does little to solve that problem, since the best initial shield ignorer is the OG Novalis, who is also a dark dragon. As I mentioned, the Novalis Ursula card Bond Skills does also ignore initial shield, but it's when this card is dual max, so I don't know what they're doing when they designed this card to also just have ignore initial shield on it, because it can't be used. I mean, it can be used as a member. Novalis is just better, and if this is going to be used with Novalis and Ursula, then Novalis and Ursula just have that bond skill in themselves as well. Lastly, we have the bi-weekly card, who is also a dark dragon. We have the triple dark dragon this week for some reason. This is similar to last week's bi-weekly. CD5, tap 2 runestones to turn those runestones and the adjacent runestones into enchanted dragon dark runestones. For 1 round, dragons launch 1 extra attack of its counter attribute, and if there are only dragons in the team, the character's skill CD -4 at the end of the round. This might be good in a very specific circumstance, but it is rather niche. For my ranking of the seal card, there's only one. This new black gold is undoubtedly 200 diamonds in terms of its power level. However, it does come at a very awkward spot, since Azathoth is currently the reigning champion of dragon leaders. This card does surpass Azathoth in terms of stats, all stats, like if you're talking about HP or attack, or I mean recovery is debatable since dragons don't have recovery, but both Azeroth and the new Novalis and Ursula kind of recover by hitting the enemy. But regarding whether you need it if you already have Azeroth, I would recommend you wait a little bit before siding. I'm currently leaning a little bit more towards yes, since this card just does so much in terms of utility, both as a leader and as a member. But I'll also see what happens when the card actually comes out and reserve my judgment until then. From a ranking of the free cards, Faugn is a mid-tier since he is a free card that is relatively unique and is a must-get if you plan to get the new Black Gold. Barry, which is this card, the bi-weekly card on the other hand, you can just get away with getting one since he is kind of niche. Moving on to the celebration events, the returning ultimate card this time is trash. It is a light demon card that I've never used in my life, but you should still clear it once for the rewards. And that will be it for this week's news review. It felt very long. There were 3 cards because the Black Gold just had too much text on it. Leave a like if you liked it, comment below if you have anything to say to me, and subscribe if you like it in general. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!